Hi, this is David Kirk with Eastfield College. This is a continuation of using formulas for Excel 2007. On this spreadsheet, I've drawn a table of all my bird watching for last summer. So this shows you how many mockingbirds, cardinals, dodo birds, and pterodactyls I saw for each of the months. Now I'm going to show you a quick way of summing up the columns and the rows. Let's say that I want to put the total birds for each month. Now here I could handwrite the formula using the sum function, but a way to do that for me automatically is to select the data that I want to sum, including the cell where I want to put it, and up here on the Home tab over on the right side of the ribbon is the Autosum function. And when you click on that, it puts in the sum for me. Now let's look at this formula. So it puts the sum of cell ranges C4 through C7. Now I could do the same thing with this column and then Autosum and this column and Autosum. But an even fancier way to copy a formula over when the formula is the same and you're just moving it from one column to another or one row to another is here in the lower right hand corner is a little black dot, and if you click on that and drag it to the right, then that will copy that formula over for the next two cells and increment the columns from C column to D column. So you can see that this one is the sum of D4 through D7. Let's do the same thing for the rows. Let's say we want to sum up, we want the total for each type of bird. So I'm going to start with the first one and select all the data and drag it over one more cell where I want it to go and click on Autosum. Now I'm going to click on the little black dot in the lower right hand corner of this cell and drag it down. And so now that gives me, it copies the formula to all those rows. Now if I want the total number of birds, put it in this cell down here, I could either sum up all of those or sum up all of those. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to sum all that and do an Autosum. Okay, so the total number of birds is in cell F8. What I'm going to do now is show you how to copy that number or the contents of that cell over to another sheet. For now, we've just been working in one sheet, sheet 1, but we're going to work in sheet 2 also right now. So I'm going to click on sheet 2, and now I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to show you how to copy the contents of cell F8 over here. So let's say that we want to pull the total number of birds from the other sheet. And I want to put that number right here. So what I put is I put a formula equals then the name of this other sheet. Since I haven't renamed it yet, it's just named sheet 1. Then an exclamation point, and then the cell from the other sheet, which is F8. So once again, that pulls out the value of cell F8 from sheet 1 and puts it right here. Now let's look at another function that I like, and that's the convert function. It allows you to convert from one unit to another, such as convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, convert pounds to kilograms. So let's just convert, let's say we have a number right here, 50, and I want, and that number is in miles, and I want to convert that number to kilometers. Well, the function to do that is convert. Then you put the cell address of the number you want to convert. In our case, it is C5. Then comma. Then you put within quotations the unit to convert it from, which is miles, or MI for the abbreviation, comma. Then the unit that we convert it to, which is kilometers, or km. And so now that's converted 50 to 80 kilometers. And notice if I change the number up here, then that formula automatically updates. Now, if you want to see what all of those abbreviations for the different types of units that you can convert from, you'll need to go to Excel Help. And it's well hidden. If you come up here, click on the little question mark up here in the title bar, and then Excel Help will pop up. Search for Convert Function. Then scroll all the way down until you see Engineering Functions. Then scroll down till you see Convert. And now you finally made it here to where it shows you all the different units for the different abbreviations. As I said, there's hundreds of different functions that you can use in Excel. If you click up here on the Formulas tab, and then here's all the different categories of functions. For example, financial functions. And you can see how many there are here. For example, calculate the future value of an investment. This concludes part 3 of Excel using functions.